Welcome to Zero1 Supreme Pro Wrestling USA. There you see Thunderkitty in the ring for her match. Nicole Blake caught up with Thunderkitty earlier today. Let's see what transpired.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Nicole Blake here with Thunderkitty. Thunderkitty, your original opponent, Angela Slane, cannot be here tonight. She's sick.
Sick? Right. Well, who am I going to wrestle then?
Unfortunately, we have no women here for you to wrestle.
Well, wait a minute. Who is that? There's a girl right over there. I want to wrestle her. Hello?
Oh, hello. Hello. Jason. Hi.
Hey, guess what? You're going to wrestle me tonight, Jason.
Oh, no, ma'am. I'm not here to fight anybody tonight. I'm just here as an observer. That's it.
Not here for a fight, huh?
Right.
Well, you done found one, ragamuffin. I'll see you in the ring.
And wow, Thunderkitty making her presence known here in Zero1 Pro Wrestling USA. Her opponent now, fabulous Jason V, in what will be an intergender match as opposed to a match in the women's division. I'm Jim March along with Iron Mike Galloway. Now, Mike, we heard earlier that Angela Slane could not be here to face Thunderkitty. She was a little bit under the weather. You've been a little bit under the weather yourself, Mike. How are you doing? Mike? Mike, you don't look well at all. Are you going to be able to make it through the half hour?
It's for a living. I can't do it.
Well, Mike's going to take a little bit of a rest. Fans, bear with me. I'm Jim March, and I've got it from here. Thunderkitty versus fabulous Jason V.
If you ask me, I'll say no.
Has him down in a headlock. Jason V doesn't seem to be feeling too much pain from that maneuver. He's trying to fight his way out, but at the same time be somewhat gentlemanly. This was a match I know Jason V didn't want to take, and so far he's been a little apprehensive to really tie up with Thunderkitty and really wrestle her on an even keel. Jason V steps over to the top wrist lock, takes her down. Thunderkitty, as soon as she shows a sign of pain, Jason V has a little bit of sympathy for her and lets up, but he's got to remember, Thunderkitty's the one that wanted this match, and she's the vicious one. We saw last week she caused all sorts of havoc here in Zero1 Pro Wrestling USA. Jason V sneaking around behind and lays a little bit of punishment to the backside of Thunderkitty. He might not be getting into hard wrestling and fisticuffs, but he shows her exactly what he thinks of her tactics. Thunderkitty charging Jason V out of the way, and this fiery women's competitor all the way down to the floor, and she's going to take a little bit of a break. Jason V still apologizing to the referee. He has nothing to apologize for. Thunderkitty wanted the match. I'll be honest with you folks, I'm not a fan of these intergender matches for the very reason that we're seeing right now. A competitor like Jason V is really between a rock and a hard place. The male in these matches seems to have nothing to gain and everything to lose. If he wins this match, people will say, well, he beat up a girl. Thunderkitty, if the woman wins these intergender matches, well, what they'll say is the man got beat by a girl and he'll fall all the way out of top 10 contention for the championship. It's a lose-lose situation for Jason V, but he's doing his best. Thunderkitty now has something in mind. She is a crafty competitor in that ring. Jason V asking the fans what they think. I think Jason V is just going to have to forget about being nice and get out of that friend zone and take it to Thunderkitty. Otherwise, he's going to get his clock clean, because like we saw last week when Thunderkitty interjected herself into that cage match between Angela Slane and Serenity, she can do a variety of damage in that ring and will not hesitate to do so. Jason V with a nice reversal now. Looks like some of the competitor in Jason V is starting to come out. Arm wringer up and over. Again, though, as soon as Thunderkitty starts to show a little bit of pain, Jason V, well, he seems like he feels a little bit guilty for it. And every time he hesitates, Thunderkitty does not hesitate to lay the heavy boots into Jason V like she's doing right now. Choking him in the corner, referee making Thunderkitty lift Jason V out of the corner. V With his back turned to Thunderkitty, takes a hard forearm smash, yanking him around by the hair now. Laying the leg across the middle rope, choking Jason V. A headbutt by Thunderkitty. Powerful chop. Thunderkitty now just chopping away. Jason V is going to have to do something. I mean, I almost feel bad for the guy. Like I said, he's between a rock and a hard place, but he's a willing victim out here. Hesitates again. And Thunderkitty doesn't hesitate to bring her cat scratch fever down across the back of Jason V. And now laying those right shoulders into the midsection. Fabulous Jason V likes to come out and have fun in the wrestling ring. He can go toe-to-toe with a lot of the wrestlers in the division, but right now he's having a hard time convincing himself that he needs to go toe-to-toe with Thunderkitty, who is choking away, breaking every rule. She's here to prove something. She's here to prove that she is a wrestler to watch. She's here to prove that she's a contender in the women's division. But this week, the Intergender division, I suppose, which is not really an official division here in Zero1, Supreme Pro Wrestling USA. Fans are starting to rally behind Jason V. Maybe this will get his dander up. Maybe this will get him encouraged to show a little bit of life in this match. Thunderkitty picking him up in a fireman carry. Airplane spin now. Round and round he goes. Where he stops, only Thunderkitty knows. And looks like the weight of Jason V along with the spinning momentum brought Thunderkitty down first. Both of them are rocking and reeling, dizzy. They're on Dream Street. Waving around now, and, well, they're each taking a little bit of a break, kind of a lean-on-me type situation in the middle of the ring. Thunderkitty down. Jason V looking for rest in the corner. Thunderkitty on the opposite side, bringing herself up. Both feeling the effects of the ever-dangerous airplane spin. Jason V seems to be a little bit worse for the wear, but he's taken a lot more punishment than Thunderkitty has. She charges. Jason V falls out of the way. I don't know if he got out of there in a defensive maneuver or he just still a little bit dizzy and he fell out. That time looked like he saw her coming. Jason V to the other corner. Thunderkitty, it didn't work twice. I don't suppose it's going to work a third time, and it didn't. Jason V being very evasive here. Thunderkitty getting irritated, charges. Jason V ducks under, lifts her up in the air, and boom, drops her down with an atomic drop. Now we're seeing a little bit of life. Thunderkitty now, as soon as getting gets good, Thunderkitty gets out, and she's headed for, wait a minute. We saw her working out with these weights earlier. I know she's not going for a mid-match warm-up. The referee might want to turn around. The fans are trying to let the referee know Thunderkitty has a weapon, and that is a dangerous weapon. Those heavy weights, those are cast iron dumbbells. Jason V now telling the referee to get that dumbbell out of the ring, but look behind you, Jason V. Thunderkitty decks Jason V with one of those dumbbells right to the face, and Jason V, you had your chance, but you didn't fight back. Lesson learned, I hope. 1, 2, 3. Your winner is Thunderkitty. What an odd match, fans. This is Zero1 Supreme Pro Wrestling USA. We will return. Zero1 Supreme Pro Wrestling USA is on Facebook at facebook.com/Zero1 Supreme. Find us there for all of the latest news on Zero1 Supreme Pro Wrestling USA.
Hi, everybody. This is Brett Michaels. I've battled type 1 diabetes all my life. I wake up every day and I fight real hard, not only to feel good, but also fight hard to find a cure for diabetes. So let's go life to stop diabetes.
Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. Go to discovertheforest.org.
Oh, those boys are much too much. much. We got the spirit. We're hot. We can't be stopped. We got the spirit. We're hot. We can't be stopped. We're going to beat them and bust them.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
Let's get a little bit rowdy. R-O-W-D-Y.
Take time to be a dad today. Call or visit fatherhood.gov to learn more.
I'm not going to stand here and complain about what happened the last time I went after the Illinois State Championship. I'm not going to complain about the fact that it was 3-on-1 because at the end of the match, I was beating up all three of those goofs.
The referee is down. Dirge is on top for the 1-2-3. Dexter Schwartz has been knocked out, but here comes Doomsday.
Regardless of the 3-on-1, that doesn't matter, because that's not the kind of thing that a man, the kind of thing that a competitor complains about. But if Bear is any kind of a man or any kind of a competitor, he'll put that Illinois State Championship back on the line against Harker Dirge one-on-one.
Doomsday, I'm telling you, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna wrestle one more guy from the Zero1 USA locker room until they change the name of this title to the Zero1 USA National Heavyweight Championship. I am not the Illinois Heavyweight Champion. I am the National Heavyweight Champion. We are a national company. We're called Zero1 USA, not Zero1 Illinois. So until they change this title's name, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm not gonna wrestle anybody in that locker room. Are you with me?
While Bear St. Pierre continues to refuse giving Harker Dirge a rematch, Harker Dirge climbs back up in the contention for the Illinois State Championship as he battles Homicidal Stephen Davis next week.
Harker Dirge, you've been saying quite a few tough things, and I guess you have every right to. You're a pretty big guy, and you're pretty darn tough, and I've seen you beat an awful lot of people up. But let me tell you something, I'm a little bit bigger than you are, and I'm a lot tougher than you are, and when we step in the ring together, you're gonna find out one thing, that you're in for a world of hurt, and that ain't just trash talking, that's a promise.
Zero1 Supreme Pro Wrestling USA, Jim March here at ringside and Shape Barzini in the ring, ready to take on a fiery, tough competitor, the X-Division champion, Oliver Cain. We've heard a lot from Shank in the last few weeks. Now let's see what he can do inside the ring against a good one right here, Oliver Cain. This is a non-title match. This match will begin after the break. Do not go away.
Zero1 USA Tag Team Champions, Devin and Mason Cutter, the Hooligans, stay on this station.
Hi, I'm Sean Johnson of the 2008 U.S. Gymnastics team. I'm here with our friends from VeggieTales to say, be a player, get up and play an hour a day.
Besides gymnastics, how do you stay in great shape, Sean?
I love to dance and rollerblade.
Cool.
You don't have to be an Olympian to be a player. Just do the things you already love to do, like jump rope, ride a bike, or even play freeze tag.
Now that's something to flip for.
Well done! For fun ways to get healthy, visit www.smallstep.gov.
Reliable source. Hey you. You're over 45. Is your computer nearby? And you need to lose a few pounds? Is your smartphone handy?
Here's something you're going to want to do during this commercial. Go here. See the next button? Click it. Answer the questions. And use your real age. Next question. Keep going. Just a few more. Last question. Yes, you have to enter your weight. I won't look. There's your risk for developing type 2 diabetes. It could threaten your life, so take this seriously. Go online and find out your risk, or call 1-800-DIABETES. It takes less than a minute, and it's free. Find out how you can stop diabetes before it stops you. To learn more, visit diabetes.org/take-a-minute.
Zero1 Supreme Pro Wrestling USA is on Facebook. Find us at facebook.com/Zero1 Supreme or follow us on Twitter @Z1 Supreme.
Zero1 Supreme Pro Wrestling USA, the X Division champion, Oliver Cain in the ring against Shank Barzini. This is a non-title match, but if Shank manages to win this match, he will be definitely the new #1 contender. Just a few weeks ago, we saw Brandon Espinosa win a top contenders match to face the X Division champion Oliver Cain, and he is the first in line for the next title match. But I understand, coming down the line from the championship committee, we will have news next week on that situation. But right now, we've got a situation in the ring. Oliver Cain and Shank Barzini, two men who have had several heated battles here in 0-1. Going at it tooth and nail right now, and Oliver Cain slowing things down, taking the arm, but Shank wants to get back on top and start throwing forearms to the head of Oliver Cain. All he can do right now is cover up, get in the defensive posture, and try to withstand the flurry of Shank Barzini, and a powerful flurry it is. Fans, I'm Jim March at ringside. Iron Mike Galloway still feeling a little bit under the weather. Hopefully he'll be back next week. But right now it's Shank Barzini and Oliver Cain, and Shank's taking his time now. Well, the fans at ringside not appreciating the efforts of Shank Barzini. Neither is Oliver Cain, who's hammering away at the midsection. Shank knows he's going to have to slow Oliver Cain down, keep him on the mat, keep the hurting on him, because as soon as he lets Oliver Cain see a little bit of light, Cain's going to be back on top like that. What an elbow to the back of the neck of Shank. Shank now backing away. Cain traps him in the corner now. And these guys are basically brawling with one another. Oh, and Shank throwing Oliver Cain all the way down to the floor. Cain hit hard. Cain on the outside now, looks like he could be out. Shank, though, not going to give him much time to recover, stomping, hammering, clawing away, and Oliver Cain right out there among the people. Fathers, watch out for your sons. Keep them away from the action. Stand back, everybody. This could get nutty. Shank a little bit nutty himself. He will do anything it takes to win a wrestling match, but especially against Oliver Cain. These two have a history. And that history is bleeding over this week. 0-1 Supreme Pro Wrestling USA, Shank body slams Oliver Cain down hard on this gym floor. And he's letting the people take a look. He's real pleased with the damage he has done. Sometimes Shank appears to be listening to the crowd, but other times I believe Shank might be listening to the voices in his own head. He is unstable. While Shank was listening to those voices, Cain got a second win, and it's going to take maybe a second, third, or fourth for him to come out of this one unscathed. Cain, though, suffering a backbreaker on the ring apron. You see the damage that it's done. Nice close shot right there. Shank on top of the cover. Cain able to kick out. Really raised his left shoulder more than kicking out that time. A back-breaking maneuver like that can do a variety of damage to a wrestler. All the way up and down the spine, cause temporary paralysis in the legs. And Cain is really suffering the damage done by Shank Barzini here in this non-title match. The X Division champion Oliver Cain taking a little slingshot action underneath that rope. Shank has so many ways to hurt an opponent. We're seeing a lot of those ways here this week. On top of the cover one more time. A little more of an aggressive kick out that time by Cain. He's starting to understand he is in real jeopardy. Even though this is a non-title match, nobody wants to lose. So there's a lot of pride on the line. And there's money on the line too. The winner gets the big end of the paycheck. The loser gets the short end of the stick. Here in 0-1 Supreme Pro Wrestling USA. Shank now taunting Oliver Cain. Cain trying to bring himself up to his feet, holding on. He wants to keep Shank within arm's reach. That way he's in a better defensive posture. But right now, he's just able to bring a few more right hands up into the midsection. getting up high now. Those ones did more damage than it appeared at first that they did. Oliver going for a drop kick, but Shank held on. Good presence of mind by Shank. 2 count. Shank might not be as insane as he appears at all times because that was a good heads-up move. Hitting the ropes now and drives a knee hard into the X Division champion, Oliver Cain. And this thing right now been pretty much Shank Barzini all the way. Shank now just standing on the throat. The referee giving the count. We're going to have to take another break. Fans, do not go away. This match will continue.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
Zero1 Supreme Pro Wrestling USA is on Facebook. Find us at facebook.com Zero1 Supreme or follow us on Twitter at Z1 Supreme.
Zero1 Supreme Pro Wrestling USA, the X Division champion, Oliver Cain, fighting for survival against Shank Barzini all the way through the break. Cain managing to get a little separation and on top with a crossbody and hammering away at Shank, making him pay for some of the damage that was done earlier. Cain is getting that third, fourth win that I talked about, and now he's dropping Shank one after the next. Oliver Cain seemingly able to anticipate the moves of Shank before Shank even makes a move. He is on a roll and he is feeling good right now, the champ. Parading around in the corner, letting the people see that he's ready to make a big move. Shank tries to drop him over the top rope. Cain, nimble, agile, lands on his feet, ends up on the top rope. High crossbody from the top rope. The referee making a 2 count. And just when you think that Oliver Cain can't withstand anymore, he comes back. Full of energy, full of fire. Belly-to-belly suplex. One more time on top. 1, 2, no. Shank is just as tough as he seems. Able to kick out of 2 really big, powerful maneuvers by the X Division champion, Oliver Cain. Cain, though, laying that boot leather into the jaw of Shank Barzini. Shank now looks like he might be on Dream Street. Some of those high kicks connected to the temple of Shank, and those can be a death blow in a match like this. Oliver Cain now signaling he's going to go for that next big maneuver. Shank, though, able to shoot in the corner, runs at him, takes an elbow, runs again. Oliver goes for a boot. Shank catches him, pulls him forward and down with another back breaker. Shank has been focusing on that lower back area of Oliver Cain. Seems to be a sound strategy back on top. Cain able to pull that shoulder up again. Shank has to be thinking, what can I do right now to beat this man? This incredible competitor, Oliver Cain, who has challengers lining up from all over the country, all over the world to challenge him for that prestigious X Division championship. Shank sets him for a suplex. Oliver out of it. Look at that. Talk about a kick to the head. That one was outrageous. Shank now charges again, but Oliver sees him coming. Big knee going for a rolling forearm smash. What a tackle, though, by Shank, who was out of the way of that last charge by Cain. On top again. So many near falls in this match. These two have met each other on multiple occasions, know each other well, do not like each other one bit, as evidenced by Shank just simply forgetting about wrestling 100% and going after the throat of Oliver Cain, choking the life out of the man. But there's a lot of life in that man. And when the fans start to get behind you, the way they're getting behind Oliver Cain right now, it provides a little bit of an extra adrenaline rush and gives you power to do moves like that. A rolling clothesline by Cain. And only a 2 count. Cain not able to make a serious cover in that instance, but he was on top enough to get a 2. Now Cain has to be rolling through the playbook in his mind, thinking about what's next. Whoa, what a maneuver. I don't think I've seen one like that anytime recently, if ever before. Cain shooting through the ropes and dropping Shank neck first on that bottom rope. Now he's going up to the top rope. He likes to use that elbow drop, but Shank had it scouted and he was out of the way. Cain down hard. Can Shank capitalize on this miscue by the champion? Shank's hurting. That move across the bottom rope really did damage. Shank's still finding it hard to breathe, but not finding it hard to jump up high and drop Cain down with a knee drop. Another cover. Oh, that one the closest yet. Shank so frustrated, hammering away at the forehead, and Cain just looks like a rag doll being whipped about by Shank Barzini. In the previous weeks, we've heard Shank come on here and talk tough. He is backing up every word he said. Shank now has Oliver Cain up on that top rope, going for a superplex. This is one of the most dangerous moves in all of professional wrestling, and Cain knows it. Cain has to figure out a way to get out of this predicament, and it looks like he did. He does. Otherwise, he would have been in the danger zone for sure, but now it's Oliver Cain sending Shank into the danger zone, but Shank out of the way. Cain catches him, jumps up, stomps him down. Cain now charging at that top rope. He's going one more time for his favorite maneuver, the flying elbow drop, and that usually signals the 1, 2, 3. Oliver Cain gets the win. Ladies and gentlemen, what a match. 0-1 Supreme Pro Wrestling USA. Oliver Cain with his favorite maneuver, the flying elbow drop, secures another victory.